Back to the Deutz Allis here. I got all the tins put back on it. And the next thing I want to do before I use it is that if you look at the lip on the bucket here, there's a big crack here, almost halfway across it where the welds came undone. So I'd like to kind of like clamp this back together here and maybe use some 7018 on my arc welder and run a bead across here. And the same thing over here, there's about a 6 or 8 inch length there that's screwed up. So I'd really like to grind that down nice, get some of that rust off of there, and try running some 7018 on there. It looks like there might be a couple things in there. I don't know why it's bent or something, but even if it stays the way it is, I'm fine with that. But I just want to get a weld across there. It's probably caked full of dirt and rocks and crap that's got it bent up. Yeah, I can feel it. It's bent, you know, so probably dirt and shit got in there and just wedged it up. So I'm probably not going to get it back down. I could try beating it with a big hammer or something, but probably just end up leaving it the way it is and just welding it afresh, you know. So that'll be the next project. Well, I haven't started the Deutz Allis here for a couple days, so I want to drive it over. Oh, wet butt alert. Oh my god. Don't sit on a cracked seat after it rained 3 inches and expect to not get your butt wet. Let me get something to put over that. Alright, I put a black garbage bag over the seat. That should keep my butt wet. Or dry, rather. That's cool. There's like some like random fastener sitting there. Nothing to do with this tractor. So, alright, let's see if we can get this puppy started. Whoa! I swear to God, that was a cold start. I swear to God. So we're going to try to fix this bucket here and weld it. So I'm going to just clean this up a little bit really quick. Maybe I'll just use the wire wheel, and then I'm going to clamp it together with some clamps and crap and get some 7018 out and see if we can't weld her up. All right. Alright, that should do her. Let's get some clamps. Well, sticking up a little too much to clamp, so we got to try to hammer it a little bit. Oh, that's loud. Yeah, it's full of dirt in there. I'm going to take the air nozzle on the compressor and try to blow it in there and get that dirt out. Let's see. C-clamp might work. Let's see. If I get one in the middle here, that would be optimal. Oh, Jesus. Man, that's tough stuff. Just bending the clamp, that's all it's doing. Well, maybe I'll just try to weld it in just as is. Who cares if it's bent? Because it's too strong for me to bend. So I think I'm just going to try to weld her up as is and call it a day. Well, I suck at arc welding, but I'm going to give it a shot. I got some 3/32 inch 7018 here. And I'm going to start over here on this side and see what happens, right? Can't be any worse than it is. Well, it was working pretty good. I think I just blew a fuse or something because the whole thing just turned off. What the hell? That's strange. Yeah, I blew a fuse. That's awesome. Oh, man. Problem is there's water in the bucket still. And it's dripping out into my weld over here. So I got to dry that up. Damn it, freaking breaker tripped again. Ah, that sucks. Guess I should be running it on 240 and not 110, huh? But she was drawing some heat, man. That thing was all orange and everything. Oh, that sucks. Thing. Alright, I've tripped the breaker about 4 times now. It's really annoying. I don't know why that's happening. Maybe I'm drawing too many amps. I got it on 100 amps, 120. I really need to run it on 240, but I don't have an outlet out here for 240, so maybe I need to make one. Maybe that's my next plan here. Well, after screwing around here for a little while, I tried using the 6011 1/8" rods, and it was doing pretty good to bridge. There's a really big gap right there, and it was starting to do it, and every time I start getting good, the freaking fuse would pop on the welder. So it's very frustrating. I'm only running it on 90 amps right now, and I think it's just drawing too much juice on the 110. That it's you know, this welder works on 110 and it works on 240, and I just don't have a 240 outlet down here. I bought all the stuff to hook it up about a year or so ago, and I just never had time to do it. Problem is that my breaker panel is totally full, so I got to put a sub panel next to it, and it's just a nightmare. You know how that is. So hopefully we'll get to that soon, but in the meantime, I've had enough screwing around with this thing. I want to move my wood chip, so that will be the next order of affairs here.